say action when.
And
Go. Alrighty. So yeah, we're out here. We're out here at the border. This section's kind of like where I think it's like either a water plant or a power plant of sorts. We're just, as you can see in this section, we're handing out essential supplies, clothes, food, water, obviously, blankets, and then if you see over here, we got charging stations, because the way the immigration service is working, as the people that are seeking asylum have to log into this app and check on their status constantly, and also, they need to stay in contact with their friends, family, and et cetera, et cetera. So, we want to make sure they have proper access to their electronics. I've been working in this station in particular, but of course I help out there if it's a little slow or something. It's pretty light at the moment because what happened is apparently the Border Patrol came and took most of the males and sectioned them off to another area behind this wall. And they're essentially, by doing this, they're separating the men from their families. So yeah, when you hear about kids getting separated from their families, this is definitely something. This is definitely kind of seeing it in action. And yeah, this situation is absolutely horrifying. A lot of people want to say people that are coming over seeking asylum are just leeches or whatever, and they're not. They're the worst or portions of their society or something. But honestly, the reason a lot of these people are coming over here is due in part to American interference in their countries. Not just recently, but also since the Cold War days. A lot of these refugees were old enough to see the Cold War unfold, where a lot of governments were meddled into, and democratically elected governments were overthrown. Right-wing death squads, you name it. Horrible things happen there. Definitely look into the book, The Jakarta Method, to learn more about that. But I digress. The point I am trying to make here is that this situation is due not only to interfering in sovereign countries. We've also contributed to climate change, which is there's a lot of climate refugees that are coming to our country for asylum too. So we are to blame for this situation, and to add insult to injury, we since a lot of help that would be given to these refugees has been put into the private sector, and there's not really much government institutions involved in helping them. We have a bunch of basically unaccountable nonprofits that are very underfunded, taking the lead on this, and they're not getting the proper institutional help that they need. So now we as a community, of anarchists and various leftists, have to come together to help these people that have been screwed over by this government that we just so happen to live under. So yeah, if you look at what you're witnessing here, I mean, you essentially are seeing an open air prison. These people are forced to wait here and live in tents, and every so often when they get processed, the Border Patrol comes up and lines them up like a bunch of convicts, and they just have to wait on they just have to sit and wait and you know they're segregating populations, all sorts of stuff, and you know there's definitely been reports of rampant abuse by Border Patrol agents. When the last wave came through, it also seemed to be very they also seem to be very selective to their abuse. So a lot of the black refugees were more abused than others. You know, big surprise being in the United States. But for the most part, that's all I have to say. I have to get back to it. Looks like this young lady needs to have her phone taken care of. Alrighty. Alright, we'll just get a number for you. We are at 35. Okay. 35. Did you happen to have a cord with your? Do you happen to have a cord with your phone? Let me get a cord. Thank you. That's really helpful. Thank you so much. Are you picking up or are you dropping off?
Okay.
I'll be right with you.
Try not to get back. Okay, give me 1 second. You want both two? And sauce too. Right. Okay. 1 or 2? And then 2 for you?
You got everything you need there?
It's okay, I just got here, so I don't know where a lot of stuff is. Because you guys have, yeah, it's hats, blankets. What's here? Okay, there's some women's stuff in here. I think it looks like blouse, neat dresses. This is a child's jacket.
Yeah, these are all children's pants.
Yeah, this is a lot of like fancy stuff. Girls, children's clothes. This one's labeled, so that's nice.
Huh?
Pants?
Huh?
Ah!
Yeah. We did find some, finally.
Alright. You can try it on if, oh yeah, sorry. Wrong leg. You can try it on. If it doesn't fit, you can come back.